Hey, good afternoon, good people. How you doing? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. For those of you that are new, this is Studio C, and I am not in my regular studio. But do yourself a favor and join the family by hitting the like, subscribe, notification bell. For those of you that's been rolling with me for 3 years now, go ahead and hit the like button. Listen, I want to talk about something that's very, very important as it pertains to your investing journey, okay? I've been out a lot. I was in Oak Brook. I just been out a lot this weekend, and I meet a lot of you guys that recognize me or hear my voice, that type of deal. And I always say, how's your investing going, right? And so I met a person, and I'm just going to say that this is not to shine a light on a person. I'm not going to call this person's name. I meet men and women, but this is going to help so many people. Firstly, listen, I don't have a WhatsApp or a Telegram. Don't fall for that. I don't invest anybody's money. I'll never say, how's your I'll never DM you on any social media and say, how's your investing going? Never fall for spam. But on numerous occasions, they will show me their portfolio, and all I see are hype stock, AMC, the Ape, BBIG, you name it. It's all hype. It's all. One person had about 25 different stock, and not a one of them was even close to a blue chip company. Not one. No great ETFs, nothing. It was all hype. And what I'm going to say pertains to anybody that's in this position. For those of you that don't know what a blue chip company is, it is a solid company with plenty of cash, okay? A solid company with steady growth that's been around for a while. Just think of the things that you consume and use, like Apple, you use the phone. Things are going to be around for a while, right? But they have cash. And they have more cash than they have liabilities. They have more assets than they have liability. And right now in a bear market, it's important for them to have a ton of cash. We're going through a credit squeeze right now because of what's going on with the banks. Those are what's known as blue chip companies, for those of you that don't know. Now, for those of you that are just in hype stock, and when it comes to crypto, you're just into Doge and you're just into the crap coins. Now, I've made money off of those. Then I'm going to tell you that this is the time you need to just stop. Just stop, right? Stop trading. Just stop trading. And what you need to do now is learn. Stop trading and learn. Put that money into learning something, and that time into learning something more about the market. Let's be honest. A lot of us got in the market and we really hadn't studied anything, and we really don't know anything. We are just going off of what we've heard, even from YouTubers, right? But now that we're in this phase where we'll probably, be trading range bound, which we call it trading sideways, will probably be trading range bound for a while until the Fed, he'll go neutral. That's already priced in. He may go 25 basis points on the next in May. It's already priced in. But if he goes up 50 basis points, market is going to tank. If he starts to pivot, which he won't in May, but at the end of the year, the market is going to take off. It's going to start popping and it's going to run up, right? But until then, just like in crypto with the accumulation phase, that's the time for us to be learning, okay? Okay, there's a saying, when you win, you win. When you lose, you learn. And if you're in all of these hype stock and you don't have any blue chip companies, and you're not into any good investments right now, then stop trading. Don't put another dime in, and learn the market that you're in. Okay. In the class I did one, and I did one of the, just go into YouTube right here on my page. I did one called Boom Bubble Bust, and I just put that in the search bar on my page. I did a whole thing to help you identify where we are in the cycle, in the trading cycle. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers that were out in 2020, especially 2021. Man, the first half of 2021, there was 1,000 new YouTubers every day that had no idea, didn't know nothing about the market, that was making videos 3 times a day, right? They're all gone. And the only ones that's still around are the ones that, this is how you know if someone knows what they're talking about. If they're still around, number one, in this bear market, as long as this bear market has been, and they're still able to make money. Now, you guys saw me a few months ago, after we've been in a bear market for over 14 months, you guys saw me make $70,000 with option plays. But then I stopped because a lot of people don't, a lot of you don't know what options are and don't know the risk and don't know how to do options. So I'm really gearing my page towards information and not just plays, because right now in a bear market, you need information, because that will help you make money, There's a lot of free stuff out there, a lot of free resources out there. And yes, I have a class that will teach you all of this from a beginner's standpoint, right? And the truth be told, most of us are beginners in areas of this market. So what I wanted to challenge, what I challenged one of these people to do was to stop trading. And because this person was so far down in all of these hype stock plays, you know, the only ETF she had was Kathy Woods, ARKK. Now, I have it, but I'm DCAing. What this person did was she just put a big chunk of money in. I said she just put a big chunk of money in, right? So now what I was saying to this person is, don't run and sell everything. I can't tell anybody to do that because stuff could rebound. And a lot of stuff she had will rebound, right? But what I said was, your fresh money, your new money, start putting that into blue chip companies and start putting that into ETFs. I spent some time with her and I let her know about VOO and VTI, right? And so somebody out there that's listening to me right now say, hey, I don't have any fresh money. Well, I just left a restaurant, right? And I go there just about every Sunday for breakfast. And I have the same thing, but I have cheese grits. And yes, sugar does go on grits. Well, that's a whole nother thing. I have cheese grits and I have coffee, right? I have coffee. But what I did was, yesterday I went there, I said, no grits, no coffee, made my own coffee, and just take a guess how much less the bill was. You already know. It was $5 and some change, almost $6. In certain restaurants, there was another restaurant I went to, just holding the cheese and holding the coffee, it was $7 less. But this one was this one, let's say $6. My bill was $6 less than it normally is, just by holding the cheese and no coffee. So what I'm going to say to you guys that say you don't have any money, hold the cheese and start investing. And don't wait. And when I say don't wait, I mean don't wait. To this person, I said, listen, the best thing you could do right now is start. If you're going to do ETFs, then you cannot ignore VTI. You cannot ignore VOO, the top 500 companies. And so what I specifically told her to do, suggested to her to do, of course, we're on one-on-one, I can suggest to you guys, but on this platform, I can't. But just consider this. You think about it. Remember, you're responsible for your own actions. I said, start with a little and dollar cost average now. Yes, the market has come down, but we don't know how low it's going to go from here. Nobody knows. But what I suggested is if and when there is another major leg down, then double the amount of your DCA, right? It's just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has done what it did. is running. If you ask me, Larry, do you think Bitcoin is going to cool off right now? I would tell you yes. I would tell you Bitcoin will probably cool off and come down a little more, and it may retest or revisit not the lowest lows, but it may revisit some of the lows of the last few weeks. But I also believe it's going to turn around, and I also believe that Bitcoin is going to take off. And so that's what I want to say to you guys that are just in high risk plays. Okay. And if you heard someone, so the mistake that she made was she was bouncing from page to page to page, and she would hear buy this, buy this, buy this, but no one was telling her to sell. And she did say that she came to my page and she realized there were videos where I was saying, hey, it's time to take profits. For those of you that don't know, just remember, good profits is 20 to 25%. And I just remember when we were in a bull run and I was talking about, not having all of your money in crypto and putting some into VO and VTI and showing, an average of 10%. And someone said, and I laughed. They said, well, why would I do that? Why would I make that little money? And this was somebody in their 30s because I asked them how old were they. The truth be told, if you just hold the cheese, from the time you start working to the time you retire, the average person, if you just hold the cheese and the coffee, you could have $1 million, right? And this is not to replace what your job is doing with your 401ks and your matches and all of that. This is something extra. So I just want to say in closing, listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, but I want you guys to have a balanced boat and be healthy in your trading finances. I know this is not one of those sexy buy this and sell this, but the truth be told, there's a lot of you out there that this would help. So I'm challenging you to stop trading right now and start studying where we are in the market. Study this thing called the stock market, okay? And study how not to make the same mistakes that you made before. And if you have an unbalanced portfolio, start with some blue chip companies. Start with VOO, VTI. Start with those. And I don't care if it's $5 a day. Start there. Start today. Get a broker that allows you to do fractional shares and start there. That's what I wanted to say to you guys. I'm sorry I wanted to spend most of the time with this. I always have something inspirational. And I will say this. I always end with be kind and rewind. And we've all heard love thy neighbor. It is actually a commandment, right? It's difficult. I get it. It's difficult to love. But part of loving people is forgiving people. And here's my inspiration for the day. When someone wrongs you and you're upset at them, then they have put this heavy cross and they laid it on you. But when you forgive them, you've actually taken a cross off of yourself and you've put the burden on them, right? You hear that in court, the burden of proof. So when you forgive them, you actually take the load off of yourself and you put the burden back on that person. And it's up to them to react the way they react. And so forgiving is not always easy. Trust me, I know, right? Like I'm trying to forgive y'all in California for these earthquakes. I'm just joking. I'm not going back there. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. I like this up close and personable talk. But for those of you that are just in hype stock, please stop trading. Just stop. And don't tap out, because when you tap out, that will mark the bottom of the market. If you tap out, then you will be a prime example of dumb money. And I'm not calling you dumb. Google it, okay? We've been through these cycles. These cycles will continue. They will repeat over and over again. But those of you that know how to rotate within these cycles, you will and can make money, okay? I'm going to leave it right there. If you do want some more information, check out the top link below. Check out StockUpU. Go through it. It shows you everything that it teaches, and I have a welcome video in there so you'll see what it entails, okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow morning live, okay? Tomorrow morning live, okay? So make sure your notification bells are checked. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.